Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nerf Elite 2.0 Motoblitz. This is a new blaster from this year. It's a motorized blaster, so this is actually the first motorized blaster review on my channel. And yeah, it's kind of an interesting design. It has this kind of weird white piece right here. This is their special gimmick that this blaster has. So without further ado, let's talk about the box. Okay, so let's talk about the box first. On this box we have a little bit of information here. That information's on the back of the box, so we'll show you a better look on the back. It comes with 22 Nerf Elite darts, standard darts. It's 8 plus, and comes and requires, which are not included, 4 AA's, as this is a motorized blaster. Flip it over to the back, and we can see a little bit more information about the Motoblitz. CS10, that's apparently its full name. They've been putting the designations like this on blasters for years, and then they stopped for a bit, and I guess they're bringing them back. Let's start up here. It comes with, or says it has, a targeting scope, which is molded into the blaster, so it's not removable. It does have a tactical rail on the top, though. We'll show all the tactical rails when we get it out of the box. Comes with a 10 dart removable clip, magazine, whatever you want to call it. Comes with one. And that's that information on the top there. This is what it actually is. It's 2 blasting modes: motorized blasting, which is your standard system, and then you have the Air Blitz, 6 darts at once. And the Air Blitz system is actually air pump powered. So you pump this several times, and then you push the red button right there to fire them all at once. So it's not spring powered. It's actually like kind of like a super soaker. All right, so that's it with the box. So let's get it out and see how this works. I'm really excited about this. So let's get it out of its box. All right, so we're gonna open it real quick. It's got these like paper ties now. Take it out of its prison, this cardboard prison. There's the Motoblitz, and then our darts are held in this little box. If it looks a little weird, that's because of the I'm using an umbrella. So if it shows a little bit of shadow, that's because of that. Comes with our Motoblitz instructions, so we can see how the system works here. Okay, so we can pump it up to 8 times, and then I'm gonna put the batteries in. Have ourselves 4 AA batteries. Let's just open this thing real quick. Battery compartment. After rudely interrupted by the constant air traffic today for some reason, here we are. And so when you use this, you hold down this trigger here, speeds up the blaster, and then you pull your trigger to fire. Also, this is the jam door. It's a little odd. It just moves down. You have your magazine release here. Our curved magazine. We have a tactical rail on top, and then 2 on the sides here. And then you have your Motoblitz Air Blitz system. It's very odd looking to me, because basically, if you take this off and this off, it just looks like a tube with a handle and this stalk. That's all it looks like. Here's our sight picture, right down there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to look down at, but that's why we have a little spot there for that thing. Here's our darts. And before we continue farther, I would like to talk about the ammo. Okay, so our ammo. We have our Adventure Force green darts. We always use in reviews. I went out and bought 50 Elite 2.0 darts, basically standard Nerf darts. I wanted to buy new ones because my old ones are really used, so I want to get a more fair example of how the blaster works. And then we have some of these. These are Dart Zone Sure Shot darts. These are only available at Target. So you have the Walmart darts, and then you have Target's darts. Both, by the way, are made by, these are both made by Dart Zone. It's just one sold under the Adventure Force brand, the other one sold under the Dart Zone brand. So let's load this up real quick with the Nerf darts, and we're going to go down range and see how accurate this thing is. Let's try out that Blitz feature too. That's something I'm excited about. There are 10 rounds here, and yeah, so let's go down range. Okay, so we're loaded up with the Nerf Elite darts first, and we have our targets down there, including some cans from an X-Shot blaster I bought. So let's see how this thing fares. Fairly accurate, I'd say. We got one target down. Yeah, so I'm gonna load it up again with more Nerf Elite darts, and then shoot some more. See how well I can. See if I can hit anything. So I got those orange darts in here. Do mind the noise. It's the neighbor doing some construction. That doesn't sound good. I'm gonna pause the video right now and see what's wrong with this thing. Okay, after further inspection, the blaster's dead. For some reason, the motors have just stopped working. And basically, I'm gonna be using the green darts to show the example. I mean, it worked even with the Nerf darts, that this does the exact same thing. Just watch what happens. They just kind of fall over. And you can kind of hear it. It's kind of struggling to fire, so that's pretty bad. I might actually try with new batteries. I mean, these are new batteries. These are brand new batteries. And it's not the fact that there's not getting enough power, it's the fact that the motors aren't turning. One of the motors is going really slow, but the other one's going the normal speed. So, yeah. Alright everybody, as you saw in that last segment, the Motoblitz was not working. It had something to do with one of the motors. Wasn't turning on. I think it had something to do with the lock mechanism, but safety mechanisms on the inside. But here we are. I have a new one, completely in package. It was a pretty easy exchange to Target. Got swapped out, and here we are with our new Motoblitz. So I'm gonna get out of the package and we'll test it out, and then yeah. And of course, this recording of this video is going to be done at a later date. We're going to show the rest, but for you, the viewer, it's going to be as soon as I get out of the box. So let's get out of the box and test it out. Got our new Motoblitz out of the box. Our new pack of darts. And for the sake of testing, I'm going to be using some of the darts to see if the motors are working. Get this thing open and put some batteries in. Also, for those who are wondering, we're actually not outside anymore. We're actually in my room, where I do my editing and stuff. So, sounds promising. Let's get some ammo through this. Alright, as you can see, we have a variety of ammo. We have our Dart Zone ammo, Venture Force, and our Nerf ammo. Get it loaded up. I'm going to start with Nerf ammo just to see if it runs. I'm only going to do like 5 shots. Let's do 5 shots. Nerf ammo. And then 5 shots of the others. Alright. Okay, seems to function with that. Let's go with Adventure Force. Okay, and now 5 shots of Dart Zone. Alright. Blitz feature. Let's try the Blitz feature real quick, just to make sure everything works. 8 pumps, and then I'm going to fire them all. I'm only going to need to do it with the Nerf darts here, just to get a good feel to see if it is in fact going to work. 6 darts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Alright, so yeah, let's test its range now and accuracy with the darts. Again, we're basically going to redo the entire review, so let's get to that. Alright everybody, a new day. It's a new day. And a new Motoblitz. We're going to finish this review, and this one actually works, as you've seen in the unboxing segment. So, we're going to be finishing this review. I also have this nice canopy now. So instead of having some crummy beach umbrella in a bucket full of gravel, we have an actual proper canopy. So I'm not going to burn today. I'm going to get the target set up, and then we're going to finally give this blaster a proper test. Okay, so exactly what happened, and why did I need a new Motoblitz? Well, the Motoblitz that I had for the first part of this review, you saw with the motors, the top motor was not spinning at all. It would kind of have a slow spin, but no torque, so it wouldn't really fire the darts out. So it was a defect. So that afternoon, I think I said that afternoon when I did the unboxing of this one, I went out to Target and returned it. They gave us store credit, so just buy a new one, because they don't do exchanges apparently anymore. So we just did a return, give store credit, and got this one. This one functioned. I tested it out the day I got it. That's why I did that unboxing video in my room, because it was evening by the time I got to finishing it, because I also had the Ranger video I was doing that day. But yeah, we have this now, the new one, and it works. It does what it has to do, so let's go test it. Also, I want to show the tactical rail on the top. This one actually works properly. The tactical rail on top of the other one was kind of finicky. This one actually works. It works on the side rail on the left and the side rail on the right. All is well. This one is 100 times better than the other one, so let's go and do all the tests again with the new Motoblitz. Alright, we have the Motoblitz here. I loaded up with 10 elite darts. Now let's see how it fares. Got one. Going all over the place. Yep, I think we had a couple more, maybe one more. And we're out. Okay, accuracy seems to be fairly decent. I think we can actually properly test it. Let's go on to the Adventure Force darts. Alright, we have our Adventure Force darts. Now, oh, I forgot to set up the targets. Okay, we have the targets now set up. We're going to be using Adventure Force darts. These are the Walmart brand darts. So let's go see how these fare. Got one, two, got all four. I feel like this is a first. The wind didn't knock them down this time. And we got a couple more. Let me just shoot these down, right? That was the last one. Alright, let's move on to the Dart Zone darts. Alright, so we have our Dart Zone Sure Shot darts. If you didn't know, Adventure Force darts are made by Dart Zone as well, so technically they're both Dart Zone. But one's from Walmart. These are from Target. And I forgot to set up the targets again. My goodness. Targets are now set up. These are the Adventure Force Dart Zone darts. Oh, almost. Dang it. One less. Yeah, those Sure Shot darts are not the most like straight shooting. They're kind of like in between the Adventure Force darts and the Nerf darts. Nerf darts go all over the place, and the Adventure Force ones are, you know, they fly straight. And then you have the Sure Shot darts. Those things are very, you know, kind of in between one. I'm gonna get the target set up again. We're gonna go back to Nerf darts. We're gonna use the Air Blitz feature. Alright, so we have our Air Blitz system filled up with Nerf Elite darts. We're gonna give it 8 pumps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm gonna aim at the target on. Actually, I'm gonna aim right in the middle. We're aiming right in the middle between all the targets. And they all missed. Yeah, they all missed. We'll move on to the Adventure Force darts. A little bit the Adventure Force ones. Got 8 pumps. Aim right for the middle. We hit one, and I think I shot a little too high. It's kind of on me, so let's set that target up, and then we're gonna switch to the Dart Zone darts. We have our Dart Zone Sure Shot darts. Super Shot? Sure Shot darts. And we're gonna pump it up 8 times. Okay, we're aiming from the middle again. Actually, I'm gonna aim a little bit to the left. See if I can get anything. I hit the target. Right in the center. Alright, so let's move on to the range test. On to the range test. But of course, I measured the walls properly this time, and believe it or not, my educated guess of about 50 feet. I mean, I did measure it before, but I wanted to make sure I measured it correctly for future tests. And yes, that wall right over there in the back is 50 feet away from where we are. And then the corner of this wall here, it's about 25. So we base it off of that. So we're loaded up with our Nerf Elite darts out of the Motoblitz. So let's see how we fare. Alright, so I'm going to change how range tests work these days. I'm going to actually fire all the darts, and then I'm going to take the camera over there and then show you where they went. Then we'll do the math, minus 50 to wherever the farthest dart was. So let's move on to the Adventure Force darts. Okay, we have our Adventure Force darts here, 10 of them. And let's see how far these go. okay. I feel like they went farther. They went up to there, that little brick planter there. That thing right there. It went up to there, so we'll see how. We'll see. That seemed to be where the farthest one went. It bounced, so I'm just gonna base it off of that. This is nowhere, by no means a scientific test, but or an accurate one. It's just getting a generalization. It's more of generalization. So let's move on to the dart zone darts. Okay, we have our dart zone darts. Lower it up. See how these fare. This is a funny thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny to me. We zoom in. There's a pile of darts. All of them right there. Come on, don't focus on my finger. That. Point it out on screen. That little pile right there. That's basically where most of them just go. So that's where most of them are going. Right there. So yeah, I think we'll base it off of that, and let's just go see where they are. Here we are, walking down. By the way, these darts are the darts from the accuracy test. So let's go over here. We have one about, this is about 25. That's about a 3 foot gap there. So I would say about 22 for that one. But this cluster right here, this one of these 4 darts, 2 there and then 2 there. This seems to be their average range where they all seem to land. And then of course we have this over here. These ones went 50 feet, but that's because they bounced. A lot of these just bounced over here, so I'm not really counting these. I'm gonna say this Adventure Force dart actually made it over here to this little brick planter here. Oh, shoot, my finger was on the zoom in thing. And this right here would be where the sure shot dart is. I reviewed the footage to get a little bit better understanding of where they actually landed, so I'm going to get the tape measure out and measure where these darts went, and we'll be right back. So we have 13 to 14 feet away from the wall, so we'll just subtract 50 from these numbers, so 13 minus 50, and then 14 minus 50, and we'll get our average range, which is more of an approximation of range. Okay, so my approximations, if my phone will boot up, is 37 feet from there. So this means this is about 36. It's like 1 foot shorter. So that would be a basic approximation of how far these darts go. With the farthest Adventure Force dart going about, it's about here, that's 6 feet, so about 44 feet would be where I would say this one, maybe one of these ones, went to. I mean, they usually bounced around here, so maybe 37 is a little bit off, maybe about 10 feet, so maybe about 40 feet technically, because they all bounced here, so I would say about 40 feet. That would be my approximation of the generalization. All 3 of them, all 3 types of darts went about 40 feet, which is interesting. Usually Adventure Force goes, well, usually Nerf goes farther. The Nerf darts usually go farther than the Adventure Force and the Dart Zone ones, which I haven't really tried the Dart Zone ones other than my Ranger video. But yeah, that's actually quite interesting. I'm going to say about 40 feet. I'll review the footage to make sure, but that's my numbers right now. So let's go on to my final thoughts. Actually, I completely forgot. We need to test the blitz fire mechanisms ranges now. So we'll go back over to the range testing area and then go from there. Time for the air blitz. I keep calling it blitz fire, but blitz fire is an Adventure Force blaster. So it's 8 pumps in this. So let's see. around the 37-foot mark is where the farthest one went. That pile of darts we showed earlier, that's about where they landed. But they're more on this side, so we'll measure it out from the wall here. In this case, this is adding up the numbers. This wall is about 25 feet long, so we'll just measure from there. Let's move on to the Adventure Force darts. Okay, we got our Adventure Force darts, 8 pumps, and fire. Okay, they went about there, a little bit farther than where our cluster of Nerf darts went. So go from there and out onto the Dart Zone Sure Shot darts. Okay, we got our Sure Shot darts with 8 pumps of air. They all landed about the same. Let's go over there and measure it. Alright, so I got them measured out. These went about 27 feet. Because we had 2, because this is the 25 mark. So, about 2. The Surefire darts went about 4 feet extra, so that's actually not 22. 27. This is 29. And then Adventure Force rolled all the way over here. I would say about 8, approximating about 7 or 8. So kind of in the middle here. So about, I'd say I'm gonna give it a little bit. I'm gonna give it a little bit less. About 32 feet. It's about 32 feet for Adventure Force. Alright, so let's move on to my final thoughts. Alright everybody, so what are my final thoughts on the Nerf Elite 2.0 Motoblitz? Before we do that, I need to tell you the retail price. I picked this up for $41.99 at Target. It's a little odd of a price, $41.99, I don't get it. It's also on the pricier side, in my opinion, for a blaster like this. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go over the cons first. The first and probably only major con I have with this blaster is the scope here. It's hard to look down. I wasn't able to look down it through it by just putting my face here. I had to put my face like kind of in the back here to be able to use it. But you do have the tactical rail, so if you want to put a different scope on it, like the Eagle Point scope, you can easily look down the sights with that. And this is an issue with the aesthetics. It clashes, in my opinion. It looks like an attachment that can be removed, but it's not. It's fixed to the blaster. It's white. I don't know why they didn't just color it blue or make the whole thing white. I don't know what's up with that. That's pretty much it with cons. Pros, Hasbro certainly has improved with the flywheel system. I don't have a lot of semi-auto flywheel blasters like this. The only other one I have is a Strife, which is a super old Strife. It's the Generation 1, the Gen 1 Strife, which had like this weird door to block your fingers going into the flywheels, which you can see with this. I can't actually put my finger into the flywheels because the magazine's in the way, which is my guess the reason why they removed the jam door lock, because I can still fire the blaster and everything with the jam door open. The Strife has it where there's like a little button or something that prevents it, if not pressed, prevents it from firing or even revving, which I guess makes sense. I mean, you can stick it in without the magazine, but blaster will not fire, will not rev without a magazine in it, so I guess they saw that nobody can really stick their fingers into the flywheels with a magazine in, so they just left that out. I think that is an improvement, less things to go wrong. Even the overall performance with this type of blaster, especially with this long barrel, surprisingly well in my opinion. I think that it's definitely an improvement over the Strife. I mean, the Strife is like, what, 10 years old now or something. I'll put the actual year it came out on screen now, because I don't remember when it came out. It's a long time ago. I think it's over 10 years old. So I can't really compare it too much, because I don't own any of the newer ones. Newer flywheel semi-auto blasters. I have a couple of full auto ones, but not a lot of semi-auto. But before we continue on, we could talk about this, the Air Blitz system. I'm not going to have too many negatives to say about this, just because it's basically, right now, this is the one and the only type of air pump dart launching system Nerf has out at the moment, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other companies. They haven't released an air pump blaster in a long time, and this is the first time they did it in several years. I think they re-released one for the Icon series, but, you know, that's a different type of blaster entirely. It's not like shooting multiple darts out, it's shooting one at a time. And of course it's a bigger tank and can take more pumps than 8. So there's not much negative on this. It's a cool gimmick. Performance is meh, but I can't really put it as a negative because there's nothing to compare it to. I mean, overall aesthetics, I like it. It's kind of like this sci-fi next generation laser rifle. That's what it kind of resembles. I feel like that's with all the Elite blasters, the Elite 2.0 blasters. They look more like laser rifles than actual, you know, bullet firing things. Oh yeah, this is a con I forgot to mention. This magazine. None of it was on camera, but this thing sometimes gets stuck. The darts tips drag on here, and they sometimes get stuck, making it harder to load. So that's basically it with the Motoblitz. But would I recommend it? If you have the money, the extra spare cash to buy it, I would say go ahead. Especially if you like bullpup aesthetics like this, which is, for those who don't know, it's firearm term. It basically means your trigger is in front of your magazine, your receiver, and all that stuff. It's a weird term. But if you're into that, go ahead, pick one of these up and have the extra cash, mind you. If you like cool gimmicks like this, which I will admit, this is a cool gimmick. So yeah, comment down below what else you want to see in this blaster. Comment down below if you want me to take this chunk off, this air blitz part off, to see if the blaster looks cooler without it. Also, maybe if I could, I don't think I can. I might try while I'm in there trying to take this barrel off, because this is basically all the blaster here, and then there's the barrel. I'll see what I can do with it. Comment down below what else you want to see on this channel, and make sure you check out my Ranger video, my Nerf Elite 2.0 Ranger video. I uploaded at some point. I don't know if this is coming out this week or next week. Make sure you check out that. Also check out my other videos on my channel. A lot of other Nerf related videos. Also some gaming content. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of channel this channel's gonna be, what type it's gonna be. Nerf gaming or just whatever. Still trying to figure that out. And yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.